Okay, one guy said 5 mile west, so
Okay.
Ground traffic 5 Tango Fox.
I don't see him
entering left downwind runway 25.
on the far flight. Maybe he doesn't have far flight, I don't know.
Ground traffic 172, Romeo Delta departing runway 25 for left downwind departure, Corona. Ground traffic, helicopter Mike Bravo, southbound is a 15, a beam mode, Corona Lake, 1,200. 1,200.
Corona traffic, helicopter 70 Romeo, 1 mile west of the airport, climbing 2000, heading southwest, Corona.
So even easier, it's if you say over Prado then, right? But
Over
I mean, 1 mile west is okay.
Yep.
Or it's almost 2 miles. But over Prado Dam is very easy, right? Because then they know exactly
Okay.
where you are and what you're doing. Okay, so this guy 5 mile west, maybe he has no ADSP, I don't see him. So we just keep our eyes open. Maybe he wanted to say 1 mile east or 5 mile east. That's said the wrong way, but yeah, we will see.
Corona traffic, Tango Foxtrot, in left downwind traffic, crossing downwind inside, Corona traffic.
Yeah, so your next checkpoint is
Railway Scott.
Downwind
departure over the 91, Corona. Corona traffic, Bird Dog Twin Fox is at 2,400 feet over the interchange, position for 45 inches of downwind, Corona. Traffic 2 Romeo Delta, left crosswind, runway 25 will be a downwind departure, Corona.
Calling right now, document 1, 2, 3 gauge your grab, there is half compression out of your route.
Corona traffic, is anyone actually in the pattern and staying in the pattern right now for Corona? 5 Tango Foxtrot turning left base for full stop, Corona traffic. Okay, Corona traffic, Bird Dog Twin Fox is going to have the overhead brake for runway 25, Corona, currently at 2,300 feet.
yeah, 2000 looks good.
Traffic, Romeo Delta is on left downwind, beam runway 7, we're going to be downwind departure.
So here it's a good idea to be at that high, right? Because there is also power lines and stuff. But maybe for Fullerton we go a little lower, maybe 1,500.
Corona traffic, 5 Tango Foxtrot, turning final runway 25, Corona. 25 Matter 76 over Paradise, we're going to be doing the VOR Alpha into 25 Corona traffic. Traffic, Romeo Delta is a beam to the southeast to Lake Matthews, Corona. Corona traffic, 26 Tango Foxtrot, over the Prado Dam.
Nice, good job keeping the airspeed.
For the 45.
That was perfect.
25.
You can also go down to 1,500 now, yeah. That's okay.
Bird Dog Twin Fox, over private field at 2,000 feet in front of the Paradise traffic, just to re-enter for the downwind. Bird Dog. And Prado traffic, Bird Dog 3 and Fox. I'm over at the pier. I'd like to go direct down when I'll be a tight base for full stop.
One F70 is coming.
Roger, we're
You see him?
the airport at
Yep, I see.
1,800 feet.
Yeah, he should be a little higher than we are.
Yeah, that's no factor. No problem.
Either higher.
Bird Dog is in the overhead direct downwind.
I don't see him, but here it seems our far flight is higher. Over there. Okay.
It's okay?
Yeah, he's 1,000 feet above us and climbing.
Corona traffic, just 25 Matter 76 on the VOR Alpha to 2 miles to the.
No, you're right, that is maybe our overreading. If that happens, then you can just close it, maybe wait 5 minutes and open it again. Okay. Use the block.
Corona traffic, 26 Foxtrot, over the stopping center, going to for runway 25, Corona. Bird Dog Twin Fox, turning base, runway 25, full stop, Corona.
Sorry.
helicopter 7 to Romeo over Santa Ana Canyon, heading westbound at 1400, last call, corner.
Okay, what's your airspeed?
Bird Dog 2 and Fox is short base, short.
Yeah.
Descending 1000.
Okay. Yeah, so would have been nice that you know that already before you reach Santa Ana Canyon, right? That you wanna go down. Power lines are ahead of us, so we just fly over the poles, that's good. Okay, you prepared Fullerton, yeah?
Yep.
And then you can figure out when you wanna contact them and also how far you're gonna be away. So you can tell him on your radio call your distance and your altitude.
Okay.
So what is the radio call gonna be? Make sure you don't turn. Look at your attitude now. Sure you have a nice attitude, and then you look at your foreflight.
Okay.
You can also fly a little lower if you want, because you are getting pretty close to the ground now.
Okay. 10 miles east of the airport.
Yeah, at the moment it's 10 mile, yeah. Yeah, yeah. If you want to do the call soon, you can do that, yeah.
Request westbound transition along 91.
Yes. And also tell him 10 miles west, east at 1000 feet. First of all, when we change the frequency, we also always listen a few seconds to make sure we don't cut off somebody, right? But yeah, now the radio seems to be
We're calling them for Q4, Creek 700.
pretty quiet.
12205, right 24 for the land. For Phil Land, Creek 700.
Make sure when you say your call sign, you say it loud and clear, not too fast, okay?
Okay. Fullerton Tower, helicopter A37 to Romeo, 10 mile east at 1000. Request westbound transition along 91.
Helicopter 8372 Romeo, Fullerton Tower, altimeter 3004.
Transition approved, helicopter 7 to Romeo.
Nice. 004 looks good.
Yep.
Okay, then just make sure you follow the correct road here because there is an intersection. Yeah, so you see, as you can also see it on foreflight.
Yep.
One street is gonna go left and one right. So this is gonna be the 91. So you can just fly straight to the 91.
Okay.
Maybe get a little higher. Yeah, and so now we are in contact with him, so we don't need radio calls. We just listen up in case he speaks to us. But it's actually really nice, right? So in case there is traffic, he's gonna tell us, which helps us a lot.
Okay.
Yes. Nice. So after we get out of Fullerton, we will not have a lot of time to contact, to listen to the 80s. So maybe we again stay a little north of the airspace, fly over here, and then we tell the tower 5 mile north, request northbound arrival and landing at Maverick.
With the information?
Yeah, we're gonna first listen to the 80s, of course. Okay, 1000 feet, 80 knots, looks very good.
Warning 좌우 컴퓨터 display 1, 2, 3 get your grip. The fuel is poured up, top temperature out of yellow.
Okay, we have here an intersection, I think that's your checkpoint, right?
Yeah.
Fullerton Towers, good afternoon, Skyhawk 4000 X3 via Mountain Mount East, position at 2100, heading towards Mary.
4000 X-ray Fulton Tower, transition 2000, Fulton altimeter 3004.
3004, position at 2000, for 000 X3.
F700, 24 taxi via Bravo.
24 taxi via Bravo, 3100.
Okay, which one is the 91?
Oh, this one?
This one. So you cannot fly here, because otherwise you're flying to the TFR.
Okay.
So make sure you just follow this road. It doesn't get much easier. Yeah. This one is the 57, I think, right? Yeah, that's the 57. This one is the 91. Yeah. Okay, 1080 knots, looks still good. Seems like it's getting a little more windy, huh?
Yep.
I have also a little headwind. Yeah, so compared to Long Beach, this Delta airspace is not very busy. On Long Beach, it's always somebody speaking on the radio.
Yeah.
So here it's much better, or much more quiet. Nice, try to keep that attitude that you. At the moment we are always a little descending, a little climbing. You correct for it really fast.
Yeah.
But if you can, try to find a good collective setting and a good attitude that you keep 80 knots at the same altitude at all times, so that you don't have to climb and descend all the time. So you want to have a straight and level flight and 80 knots attitude. Good now, we are a little bit descending, so a little higher collective setting, and then just try to keep that. That the VSI stays at 0 and the airspeed at 80. That looks better, we're still descending, but that's not because of the collective, because you got a little too fast. 80 knots attitude, nice. And here we have Fullerton Airport, there is the tower and the runway. See?
November 00 X-ray, traffic 11 o'clock, 3 miles opposite direction in King Air at 2005, restricted above you.
Roger, looking for the traffic, we're going to stay at 2000.
Nice, 80 knots, 1000, very good. Ground speed is 73, so we have maybe 7-8 knots headwind.
Yep.
Frequency is already prepared, good job. Yeah, so if we get the frequency change early, and we have enough time, we will just listen to the 80s.
00 to traffic south, usual factor.
And then we could just tell the tower when we are approaching the 91605. We could just say to the Long Beach Tower, helicopter 837 Romeo is coming up 91605.
Yep.
Request north down arrival.
Oh.
With landing Maverick with information. Because then we could fly exactly what you planned. But yeah, we will see how much time we're gonna have.
Check out runway 24 looking for the Robin Central.
Helicopter 72 Romeo, traffic off your right, departing to the west is a police helicopter reporting insane.
Looking for traffic, helicopter 70 Romeo.
Hit the runway, the departure, and he's right there.
Traffic inside helicopter 70 Romeo.
The black helicopter?
Yes.
Tower 1, we got traffic inside, we're behind.
Angel 1, thank you, also has you in sight. Helicopter 72 Romeo, police also has you in sight, frequency change approved, good day.
Frequency change approved, have a good day, helicopter 70 Romeo.
000, actually, you're
Then let's listen to the weather.
Turn southwest Los Alamos.
Because now we have a lot of time actually.
118.15 with position at departure point.
Let's stay a little bit on the right side of the road.
33.0.
Because otherwise we have here Los Alamitos airspace, right?
Customer bird activity.
No.
Crane 0.4 miles west of the airport, 161 feet. Runway 30 approach line is out of service.
So here is good, yeah.
And equipment working in the vicinity of Echo, taxiway Echo. Advise on mission contact your information, Whiskey. Long Beach Airport Mission, Whiskey 1958 Zulu. Wind 1703, visibility 10, ceiling 2,500 broken. Temperature 21, dew point 14, altimeter 3004. ILS runway 30 approach and use, runway 30 arrivals and runway 26 left, tower frequency is 119.4. Runway 30 departures and runway 26 right, tower frequency 120.5. All departing aircraft are requested to contact clearance delivery prior to taxi on 118.15 with position at departure point. All ground traffic use 133.0. Land and hold short operations are in effect. NOTAM sees customer bird activity. Crane 0.4 miles west of the airport, 161 feet. Runway 30 approach line is out of service. Use personnel and equipment working in the vicinity of Echo, taxiway Echo. Advise on mission contact your information, Whiskey. Long Beach Airport Mission, Whiskey 1958 Zulu. Wind 1703, visibility 10, ceiling 2,500 broken. Temperature 21, dew point 14, altimeter 3004. ILS runway 30 approach and use, runway 30 arrivals and runway 26 left, tower frequency is 119.4. Runway 30 departures and runway 26 right, tower frequency 120.5.
Yeah, I got everything.
Yeah.
0.5, altimeter settings nice. Did you hear the wind?
Wind 170 and 3.
Okay. Runways in use?
Runway 30 and 26.
City of Long Beach, and actually,
And information?
Whiskey. Is a helicopter. Indicate frequency change approved today.
So yeah, we can later,
Have a great day. Thanks for all your help. Crew Truck 700.
when we get close to this intersection, you can just say Long Beach Tower, helicopter 837 Romeo is coming up, the 91605.
605.
Yes. And then request north Downey arrival and landing at Maverick with Whiskey. Okay?
Okay.
Because then we can just continue following the 91 until we intercept the...
Helicopter A37 Romeo is coming up 91 and 605. Section.
Yes,
And
very
request North Downey arrival with information Whiskey.
and landing at Maverick. Okay. Let's get a little higher maybe.
Long Beach Tower helicopter A37 to Romeo is coming 901 and 605 intersection and North Downey arrival Request northbound arrival and landing in Melbourne with information whiskey.
Helicopter 8372 Romeo Lima Tower, North Downey arrival approved, report 1 mile.
Northbound arrival approved, report 1 mile north, helicopter 70 Romeo.
Nice, good job.
Stand down.
Okay, now we just fly straight, and then when we intercept the Downey, we're gonna turn left, right?
Okay.
So the Downey is a little tough to find. So
Base over the 605.
a good indication is, you see this tank farm over there?
Yep.
So yeah, so the Downey is before the tank farm, and also there is going to be a big street.
Yeah.
And this is the street, this is the Lakewood Street, and that's the one that we usually turn base when we are in the pattern. You know which one? So normally we turn base over this street here, right? The yellow one. The pattern.
Okay.
And we're gonna see this street. Okay? So the Downey is gonna be after this street,
Turn left, kilo.
but before the tank farm, okay?
We're touch and go, 85 Bravo.
And then we're gonna look for this white building I told you before. Okay? So we can see over there the open area, this is Long Beach Airport.
Yeah.
So we know approximately where we have to go. Then we're just gonna look for the Downey.
Our helicopter standby 350 arrive Maverick. Request west forward departure with information whiskey.
Okay, what are you secure here? Just, is your arm hurting?
Yeah.
Okay, okay. Just make sure you don't let go. Otherwise we have a big problem.
Southwest 5969, runway 30,
So this is the big street, the Lakewood Boulevard. Yeah. So the Downey has to be a little after that. So maybe you can look for the trees then, or for the white building.
Oh, 537 extend down.
Or actually you can also just follow your blue line here, right? That should also be the Downey.
November 31 Bravo, extend upwind. Extend upwind, 31 Bravo. November 85 Bravo, extend downwind. Extend downwind, 85 Bravo.
Yeah, this one.
Okay, let's check, yeah, you can turn here.
Here. Right here.
Don't get too fast. Then.
Southwest 5969, runway 30, clear for takeoff.
Sure you don't fly.
Clear for takeoff up to 99.
Nice, good job, that's the right street. So here are all the trees, here is the white building. And this building we want to go down to 500.
One Quebec turn base.
So now we are in between this tank farm and the big Lakewood Boulevard. So that's perfect, good job.
So 527 base over the 605.
Base over 605, 537.
Number 85 Bravo, base over the 605.
Then we're just gonna cross all the runways, right? If you get the clearance.
Helicopter 02 Romeo, remain north of the airport.
Is that for 72 Romeo?
Number 72 Romeo, remain north of the airport.
Remain north of the airport.
Remain north of the airport, helicopter 70 Romeo.
31 Bravo, we're having a radar issue. Just verify you're still on runway heading. Yeah, on runway heading 31 Bravo. Thank you.
Okay, let's go down to 500.
Bravo, turn crosswind, traffic 2 miles north of the position, Boeing 737.
Sending crosswind, traffic 31 Bravo.
Cessna 537, turn base, runway 26 right, cleared for the option.
Yeah, so we have to hold north of the runway, right? Sometimes they also say remain north, but we can still come a little closer.
Or back down to 99.
So remain is just like hold, yeah. We're just gonna hold. You can already do your gauge landing check already.
Okay, rolling lights out, top 1, 2, 3 gauge all clear, and speed fuel is high, comfortable temperature out of yellow.
And one more thing. Nice. So when now we don't have to report, but if we would have to report, we would report in this area. Sometimes they also tell us report Carson Road, but this one would be Carson. This is Lake Cherry, right? Just it's north.
Okay.
So if if they tell us report Carson, we would say here, hey, over
Helicopter
Carson.
72 Romeo, landing and back will be at your own risk.
Landing and memory some mile risk, helicopter 72 Romeo.
Let's go back to 500, please. Yeah, so if he would not give us the clearance, we would just hold here. But now we can
follow
land.
traffic off your right, runway 26 right, clear
Yeah,
for the
let's get a little higher. Don't get too fast.
right, which we have in sight, and we're clear for the option 26 right, 85 Bravo. That's not your own Bravo, extend down.
Okay, so here is the middle of the runway. That's good.
And having this vessel with departure with information with
Under 753 to Seattle, Miss Dallas, fighting from having been on risk, West Coral departure approved, traffic inbound from the north.
departure from Maverick will be along with vessel of
Helicopter 72 Romeo, departing from Maverick.
Traffic inside.
traffic inside, helicopter 72 Romeo.
Yeah, gauge check is already done, so you can fully focus on the landing. 500 feet to cross, perfect. You don't get too slow, 60 knots. Knots attitude. Left clear.
Right clear.
Yes, that's a nice turn. Keep the 60 knots attitude, really good.
Number 1, Quebec, contact ground.
Contact ground, Quebec. We have helicopter 72 Romeo inside, helicopter 320.
Yeah. Number 2, Bravo, turn base, north 26 right, clear for the option.
Standing by 26 right, clear for the option 31 Bravo.
Good air over there now. Should be no problem.
Okay. What is that?
What?
Now fixed we
Yeah, that's annoying. Maybe we do a little bit steeper approach and we stay on the left side.
okay.
Just go a little left. Okay, you guys behind these guys. Good job, carpet is down. You don't get too slow. Keep that airspeed. Then you can go back. Yeah. Go all the way more to the right. Yeah. Nice, very nice landing. Good approach.
Now left here, right here.
Helicopter 7 Bravo, Bravo, pad 3, left close traffic.
Number 8, Bravo, Bravo, turn left, Kilo 2, with down delay, contact
here.
ground, contact ground. X9, Kilo 2, and contact ground, 85 Bravo. Helicopter 7, Bravo, Bravo, pad 3, quick
Yeah, let's set
Pad
down.
3, clear for takeoff, copter 7 Bravo, Bravo.
Going around, 31 Bravo. November 3 on Bravo, roger.
Nice. Good set down. Very nice approach here. It was a really nice angle.
Yep.
Also good speed. Just make sure in an approach like this that you don't lose all your airspeed. That's why I told you in the end,
537,
keep the airspeed.
26 right.
But that was really nice, smooth. Also good North Downey arrival. You found the North Downey street right away. A really good job. And also cross the runway exactly 500 feet.
Pad 3, clear to land, copter 7
Yeah,
Bravo,
we just
Bravo.
have to make sure we don't get below, right? We don't want to get lower than 500 feet. But you kept exactly 500.
Yeah.
It was a really nice, also nice turn around the tower. It's a really good arrival procedure. Now I overheat, huh?
Wow.
Good timing. Yeah, if that happens in flight, you maybe just close it, yes. Then after maybe 5 minutes, you can check again.
We can change. Helicopter 320, frequency change first.
Yeah, good cross country. A lot of new stuff, Fullerton airspace, and then some new radio calls with the North Downey, right? Yeah, so you're gonna need the North Downey then also for your check, right?
Yeah.
Because there you're also gonna do North Downey. Good job, nice cross country. Also good job on the altitude. Sometimes, especially over Fullerton.
Yeah.
And before Fullerton, it was a little windy, and you always were like 80 knots, then 85, got a little down, 78, then we were a little bit flying like this. Not a lot, but a little bit.
Yeah.
That's why I told you then, hey, try to find a good setting that you don't climb, don't descend, and keep 80 knots. Because as soon as you get a little too fast, you're gonna start to descend a little bit, right? But after that, after I told you, it was much better. You got much more stable then.
November 31 Bravo, number 2 to follow Cessna, 1 mile base to final, runway 26 right, clear for the option.
Traffic inside, 26 right, clear for the option, 31 Bravo.